What is going on, guys? What's happening? It's Mako, we back at it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a damn good morning over here. We have been having a good morning so far. How you guys doing? Hopefully everybody is well. Turn this down a little bit. There you go. Should be good, right? Why does it look so colored weird? Anyways, man, what's up, guys? We are excited to be back. I have to find what I was just watching. There's something cool too. I only came up here to finish it and figured I may as well. Oh damn, it's only part 1? Jeez. I always feel like I'm always playing with these dang settings. Okay, here we are. I found it. Okay, so it's a little documentary on like 1.0 Final Fantasy XIV. I think that stuff's really interesting to me. They have a really cool story. If you guys don't know all about it, you should check it out. Just YouTube Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. And it has a whole bunch of cool stuff on it, man. It had a really cool ending. It had a really cool start. It was like a good redemption arc, man. It's just good stuff. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So anyways, man, yeah, you guys should go check that out. Ooh, look, somebody got a band. Yay, Mouth Mr. Thumper. Already. Anyways, let's see here. There we go. So I have 2 chats up right now, right? I have my Twitch chat, but I don't know if the restream that I got going will put that stuff into this chat as well. So I don't know. We shall see. It said it auto made me mod somebody, so I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch over here and finish this docu real quick, because this is really interesting. I like this kind of stuff. I am totally down. I think it's this one. Yep, here we go. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, I need to do subtitles. Oh, they're already on. Hello? Okay, well maybe they'll be on, let's see.
I mean, I think there was even one guy on the localization team
Loud?
that got to that point where he just got so frustrated that he just wrote this scathing mail and sent it out to the whole team. Before telling anyone else on localization he was going to write it, and then we all did it at the same time, the devs team. We're reading, it's like, wow, this is really terrible. I hope he doesn't, oh, he sent it to the whole team. Because he just got really frustrated, because he could, to him, I mean, they were being very stubborn, they weren't.
実際にはこうチーム内の意識
Nope. No subtitles. There you go.
としてもリリース前、そのベータが始まる前から本
Let's
当
go ahead
に
and
これをリリース
I'm
し
just
ていい
gonna
の
kill
かどう
this
かっ
right
ていう
now.
議論はある程度そのチーム全体でチーム全体でオフィシャルであったわけではないですけれども、
attack and the ability to interact with the map using a mouse. It had a system that
still here, though.
nerfed hardcore players to make sure they didn't level up too fast. The UI was confusing, crafting was incredibly complex and took forever, and simply there just wasn't enough content. The closed beta wasn't going well. They needed more time to fix these problems, so the open beta was pushed back to within a month before launch. The team knew there were problems, and they were getting frustrated.
で今まで話していた仕事っていうのは大体その2010年の1月から、実際にリリースされる 8月ぐらいまでの間にやっていたことで、ゲームが本当に良くないっていうのがこう、みんなに認識されて自覚されていくっていうのは結局ベータが始まって製品版が始まって。
It says when the game not being good.
っていう8月9月10月ぐらいまでの期間に起きたことなんですね。で実際にはこうチーム内の意識としてもリリース前そのベータが始まる前から
Okay, as a tip for all game companies from a gamer's perspective, if your company is about to do something and you guys are deciding whether to nix the project altogether, maybe push it back, do whatever you have to do, or release it, and you're seriously thinking, maybe we shouldn't release this game, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that you shouldn't release the game. Refine it, please, as a good example of this.
本当にこれをリリースしていいものかどうかっていう議論はある程度そのチーム全体でオフィシャルであったわけではないですけれども、開発者の中ではやはりその世に出していいクオリティかどうかっていうところは議論がありました。
When 1.0 was getting made, was the mentality that, oh, we're not like, that's like their thing and we have our very own successful thing over here, we're going to just make another one of those?
Right, and that's really what it felt like, is that we're going to continue doing what we did because it succeeded before, why wouldn't it succeed again? And seeing that direction, them taking that direction, and knowing that, having worked on 11, that yes, they were very successful, seeing the success that they had with Final Fantasy XI, seeing these great creators, creating something that was, revolutionary. But then on the other hand, knowing that what they were doing was, but maybe that worked 6 or 7 years ago, but a lot of things have changed since then. And I think there was even one guy on the localization team that got to that point where he just got so frustrated that he just wrote this scathing mail and sent it out to the whole team before telling anyone else on localization he was going to write it. And then we all get it at the same time, the devs team. We're reading, it's like, wow, this is really terrible. I hope he doesn't, he sent it to the whole team. Because he just got really frustrated because he could.
All right, look. He made the best point ever right there. The point that he's making that they tried to redo Final Fantasy XI, basically, because Final Fantasy XI actually did really well. I don't know if you guys know anything about Final Fantasy XI, but it actually did really well. It wasn't a bad game. My brother played the shit out of it. He even got to a point where he got like all the official Red Mage gear or whatever, and he did raids and whatever the hell you did at the end of the Final Fantasy XI. He was into all of it. I was a little too young, I guess. I didn't really click on. I found World of Warcraft and I clicked on there really quickly. So stayed with World of Warcraft for quite a while, and they're vastly different games, man. Final Fantasy XI did great. It did really good. Actually, did it? If I remember right, maybe it didn't do so well. No, it was really good. I can't remember because whenever I actually played it was on the 360 way back. So that was like the end of the 11 era. Was like after the 360, right? And even though it's still going on now. Anyways, the point being is that when this came out forever ago, whenever MMOs were still a very new genre for people to get into, it was more accepting for us to be able to get something that you don't like so much, or like it was a very new time. It's why people didn't really bitch about RuneScape, right? It's because it was just like, you were just happy to kind of get online and talk to another player and chop down trees together. Like, that was just cool at the time, man. I come from a time when before there was internet, like we Google wasn't a thing always, like people these Zoomers nowadays don't realize it, but there used to be a time when there wasn't any of this technology, any of this stuff going on. And so like, even like Halo for like Xbox, getting on and having a mic and be able to hear another person's voice and interact with another person online. Like, it was just all really cool, man. It felt so futuristic, and people let more and more stuff go because it was such a new genre that there was more that we could just let go of, that we're not worried about, you know, just one little mechanic that sucks out. You have to grind a lot in Final Fantasy XI, you know, 5 hours just to get this level and, you know, whatever. Well, let's just consider it a hardcore Japanese MMO. Like, you know, they like to grind. That's a very big common occurrence in Japanese games, is that they like to grind. So, of course, their MMO is going to have a lot of grindy stuff, and it was okay for the time. But then when 1.0 came out, it was like a different time. Like, everything was trying to be the WoW killer now. Everything was trying to catch up to what World of Warcraft was. And I don't feel successfully anything really has. Maybe 14 like nowadays, but I don't think anything else has came close to touching it. Maybe old school RuneScape there for a bit. I don't know. A couple of them got really big. Anyways, the point being is that we're past a time where people try to be unique. And we're more at a time where people try to copy one another. I'm having this big problem in Halo 5 right now, or Halo Infinite, that I'm worried about, is that it has like Halo 5 stuff. They have clambering and like the slide dash and like all this different shit. I hated that, and I have not played Halo 5, and I probably won't play Halo 5 because of that. And that sucks because I'm a big Halo fan. But that game just looks just does not look fun to me. I'm not into the new Call of Duties. The only Call of Duty I stopped at Modern Warfare 2 way back on, I think, the 360. So I'm not into the COD thing, man. I don't do the COD thing. COD's a kind of beast of its own. Anyways, this is what we're talking about, Final Fantasy. So in the same way that Halo Infinite or Halo 5 tried to copy Call of Duty, and they have that slide and then you can climb on top of stuff and this and that, we're all trying to be like the next big guy because, well, they were successful, so I should do that too. And it's clout chasers and people that do this it's everywhere in the world nowadays. I mean, you go to TikTok, there's 1 billion people doing the exact same thing because one person got rich off of it and it worked. So everybody just fakes it and redoes it for no fucking reason at all. It's so annoying, man. And so anyways, that's a big problem with MMOs, is that they all just kind of conglomerate into this one pool of degenerate filth that we call MMOs nowadays. There's this big MMO that Asmongold was hyped for, Second World, or no, what was it called? I can't remember. Anyways, apparently they're adding like microtransactions within the first like 6 months of it, and they promised they never would. And it's just sad to see like that every company goes down the same jaded road, and I'm really sick of it, man. I really am. Anyways.
To him, I mean, they were being very stubborn. They weren't, you know, they hadn't moved on, whereas the rest of the world had moved on and adapted, you know, with the release of WoW and what they had done.
See, dude, WoW killer, man. Everything was about being the WoW killer. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. I actually left a water in the freezer and I don't want it to freeze, so I will be right back. I'll turn this back on so you know that I'm here. When I'm here, baby. What is with the saturation, man? Every time I ever turn my camera off and I come back, it looks like shit. Looks like shit. There. All right, baby. Hold up. Yep. So it's funny. The reason that I freeze them is only whenever I run out of tap or bottled water and I have to refill it, because I am not about refilling shit. I would much rather just have a fresh water bottle every time. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, it's tap water. That's the moral of the story. It's tap water, and we don't like tap water. In this area, I feel like our tap water is poisoned with all kinds of shit.
Whereas, the team here was like, no, we're going to stick with what we know, and that's good enough.
Then start feeling more concerning the situation. I mean, this is not fixed. You announced the launch date, but it's not fixed. So, but still.
Look how different that looks, dude. Looks like the PS3 at the bottom. I was like, was PS3 even like on release? Like, doesn't look like they're showing it here.
Some major
people I talk too soon.
Still believing. No, it's better, still better. Better phase, last phase, but still better. So it could be, fixed or
squad
or that changed at the launch timing.
Kind of went from thinking, okay, this project's going to be great, to, there might be some problems. Can we fix them? Can we fix them? Okay, we can't fix them. Is there anything we can do? I don't know. It was a very taxing experience.
The team crossed their fingers and hoped that the game's beta problems were simply that, the same issues that most MMOs have, ones that could be fixed with patches once the game entered live operations. And so Final Fantasy XIV Online launched on September 30th, 2010.
Mistake.
It sold well its first week, and after a month had over 600,000 players swarming into its world. But it didn't take long for the cracks to appear. The problems in the beta were echoed by new players. The game was sluggish, the servers crashed, and Eorzeans quickly ran out of things to do. Quests were limited, and the fatigue system even made grinding for XP.
Holy crap, you see that fire? That's like a 10-second cast time, dude. Jeez. Okay, it says cast time 2 seconds, but that's bullshit, okay? That felt like an hour.
Next to impossible. Critics ate it alive too.
Let's get right down to it. Unless you've got the patience of Job or some kind of masochist, you shouldn't play Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh my god, dude.
Its problems are so vast that I could spend hours talking about them. The awful interface, the recycled content, the stringent limits on questing, the useless maps, the stupid market ward, these issues and dozens more constantly have you asking that age-old question, what were they thinking?
Dude, and you know what, man? You know what's funny? Go back into the comments section of any 1.0 video, and there's so many people that are like, bro, fucking, dude, the 1.0 is so much better. Like, it's so shit. Like, man, 1.0 was so good. It was so unique with all its crafting systems and blah, 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 blah. It was like a carbon copy of 11 with a whole bunch of shit. It was not a good thing, and people's nostalgia just rings because it's an old thing that they remember and they think it's good, but it totally wasn't. Go back and watch some of these reviews and you'll remember how fucking bad it was, okay? It was a sloppy mess.
So, what was it like seeing public reaction?
Yeah, it was very, very disheartening, because, you'd want to look at those and you'd want to say, no, they don't understand, they don't know, what's going on here, or but deep down, you'd know they were right, and that was what kind of, that dagger in your heart and it's twisting, because, you want to defend what you worked on. The people that I worked with are the greatest people. I still, work with a lot of them.
And that's the thing, is it's like, you can't blame, like the team worked hard, right? You guys missed it, but earlier when he was talking, it was like a compassion tale about like how hard they all worked and how much they all loved it. And they were all gamers from the beginning, and they all played 11, and like, they all wanted to be a part of this project, and they worked really hard. And people put the team down, but it's like, team just follows orders. People that develop the game, those are the ones that, the core design flaws. These guys just made, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Them, I had worked with them before.
Oh, damn it.
What's going on here?
Hello?
Question, what were they thinking?
It was very, very disheartening, because, you'd want to look at those and you'd want to say, no, they don't understand, they don't know, what's going on here, or but deep down, you'd know they were right. And that was what kind of, that dagger in your heart and it's twisting, because, you want to defend what you worked on. I mean, the people that I worked with are the greatest people. I still, work with a lot of them. I had worked with them before on FF11. I consider them not only coworkers, but friends. But, and then you see people online, bashing the work they did, and I know how hard they worked. I know how many hours they put in. I know that, like, in the last 3 or 4 months, people were basically living at work, all putting their 100% into this game that was, destined to kind of crash and burn. And then to have people online just say, oh, that sucks, this person is a piece of shit, or their work is terrible. It hurts, but it hurts more because if I was not here and was a user and had played that game, I probably would have said the same thing.
That's right.
そうですね。当時はね、私CFO やってたんで見てたんですけれども、ローンチのタイミングやっぱり一番大きく違ったのは11の時のいろいろごたごたねと9の14の時のごたごた一番違うっていうのは。11の時はいろいろごたごたあったけど、ゲームに関して言うとさすがに相当やっぱり相当程度やっぱり受け入れファン相当のやっぱり評価されたんですよね。でオペレーション上のねトラブルとかっていろいろ多分あるっていうこれはある程度つきもので大変だったんですけれども、それはあったんですけど、ゲーム内容に関して言うと非常に評価されたというふうに理解してますけれども、前作の場合の一番やっぱ私はちょっとまずいなこれって思ったのはやっぱりゲーム自体の評価が非常に厳しいものだったということですね。これはちょっとやっぱり相当大丈夫かなというのをローンチした後ね、やっぱりそこはね非常にリアルに感じましたね。それはそうですね、ローンチしてしばらく経って、そんなに長い期間じゃなかったですね。そうしばらくなんでやっぱり相当なこのままで大丈夫なのかっていう。
I mean, the first few months was just an endless stream of translating apology mails from producers and directors and finding out, trying to figure out different ways of saying we're sorry, because the more you say it, the less weight it has. But Japan being a country where people apologize a lot, that's part of the culture. But then trying to translate that, it's like, okay, this is the 10th time I've said sorry in this one post, and then from the American myself, it's like, yeah, people are going to look at that as insincere. The more you apologize, the more and then trying to explain that to the team, it's like, no, we have to apologize. It's like, yes, you have to apologize, but and it just became, we weren't talking about the game anymore. We were talking about how to translate apologies, and it seemed like that lasted for a couple months.
Actually, we see a huge drop. I mean, right after the launch timing, we got some good number of the subscribers. Then that fall. I mean, as you can imagine. So I mean, it was failure, and we announced failure. So we see lots of decline.
さっきも話した通り、実際にはその開発内でも今リリースすべきかっていうか、リリースできるクオリティにあるかっていうのはベータ直前とかベータが始まってもそうなんですけど、常に疑問はあったので、リリースして実際にただそれまでにチーム内にあった空気はやはり出したら意外と受け入れられる可能性があるんじゃないかっていう漠然とした
I feel like too many companies do that, where they will say they're going to fix the game once it launches. Oh, we can do patches, we can fix this, we can fix that. They'll tell us what's wrong. The players, it's okay, they'll love it, you know what I mean? And it's just like, unfortunately, it doesn't always work out like that. Especially if the game you guys knew was already sketchy anyway, like,
出せばどうにかなるのかも、自分たちが思っているほど悪くないのかもっていう何の根拠もない希望的なものがあったんですよね。で出た結果結局そんな魔法は起きなくて、やはり自分たちが感じている通りにまだ世に出すには早いというか、世に出せるクオリティに達していない商品を出してしまったっていう気持ちはみんなにあったので、 実際にその改善しなきゃっていうか根本的に対応しなきゃいけないっていうところはチーム内に割とすぐ広がったと思ってます。なので特にすごいそんなことはないっていう意見がすごく強くあって誰かを説得しなきゃいけないみたいなことは特になかったですね。
Today, Square Enix is based across multiple floors in a modern office complex in Shinjuku, Tokyo. It's a company that is often designing multiple projects at once. And while Final Fantasy XIV was being developed, in another part of the building a different game was being made. Produced by a Final Fantasy fan, his name, Naoki Yoshida.
一番最初はファミリーコンピューター
My boy!
US だとエンターテインメントシステムかのマリオブラザーズが一番最初にプレイしたゲームです。とにかくそのテレビの中、テレビっていうのはその見るものだと思っていた子供の時に、ところがそのマリオブラザーズで初めてそのコントローラーを握ってゲームをプレイした時に、まずそもそもテレビのものを自分が自由に動かせるっていうことがものすごいショックで、友達の家でプレイさせてもらったんだけど、ものすごい興奮したのを覚えてますね。
Dude, and that was so freaking cool at the time, man. If you guys weren't around for that turn of the century when like you said, like the original Famicom or the NES here in America, playing Mario Brothers for that first time, dude, like it was freaking magical, man.
ドラゴンクエストっていう日本で RPG を、大きく広めたタイトルを初めて触った時に、アクションではないゲーム、数字のやり取りでこんなにまたさらにゲームは面白くなるんだっていうのを、特にストーリーラインがあってっていう、また次のカルチャーショックを受けて RPG っていうジャンルにものすごくフォーカスしていくことになったかなとは思います。当然その翌年に出たファイナルファンタジーにもその映画的なその演出、ファンタジーをより強く打ち出したっていうところにもすごい衝撃を受けてたので、やっぱり僕の中でドラゴンクエストとファイナルファンタジーっていうのはすごい大きかったですね、当時。
Like most Japanese players at the time, Yoshida-san played all the early Final Fantasy games. He holds them in high regard, though he still holds the bitter memory of not being able to save before the last dungeon in Final
Oh, dude. Oh, shit. Now that's funny.
Guard, though he still holds the bitter memory of not being able to save before the last dungeon in Final Fantasy III. But when he was 11 years old, a brand new type of gaming experience arrived at home. His uncle gave him a PC. On this PC, the young gamer learned how to program BASIC. His first video game centered around trying to break into a bank vault. But this PC also exposed him to a spectrum of gaming that eluded most Japanese players. Western role-playing games. He fell in love with games like Diablo, was stunned when he first went online and played with other players.
でその翌年にウルティマオンラインをベータからプレイし、先輩にとにかくすげえゲームあるって言われて、ウルティマオンラインをベータから始めたのが初めて MMO をプレイした作品で、やっぱり同じようなその3回目の衝撃、3000人が同時に一つの世界で遊ぶっていうのがもうとてつもないまた衝撃でしたね。ウルティマは本当に自由度の、ウルティマオンラインは特にとにかく初期は自由度がめちゃくちゃ高いゲームだったので、そのいわゆるロードの称号をつけた、そのなんて言ったらいいんだろうな。
Okay, so he's gonna say that some players were kind and they had the Lord title and this and that, which was awesome, by the way, because remember you can get titles and stuff. That's a whole thing within itself, right? That starts achievement hunting, where you want to have that best title that you saw that one really cool player have, and you're like, dude, I gotta have that. But anyways, be very gentlemanlike, blah blah blah. Is the next one going to be, the title is Scum, and he just killed you over and over again? I'm just waiting for it, man.
すごく紳士的なというか、コミュニティリーダー的プレイをするキャラクターと完全に悪のプレイヤーキラーをやるキャラクターを2つ作って、どっちもものすごい遊んでた。
That's good, dude.
やっぱりその MMORPG っていうゲームがどう作られてるのか、どういったエンジニアリングが必要なのかっていうのもものすごいそこで勉強させてもらったと思います。その頃からはコンソールと同じぐらいの比重で PC でゲームをかなり遊ぶようになってたので
About the same here.
PC パーツ買ってきて組み立てたりしてたし、でやっぱりそのあたりで FPS もかなりプレイし始めてたし、
FPS?
特に 3DMMO のスタートであるエヴァクエスト、その後プレイをし始めて、当時エヴァクエストのパッケージを日本で手に入れるのが本当に大変で、出張で東京に来た時に秋葉原をね時間を作ってゾンビのように店をこううろうろしてエヴァクエストってゲームないですか、エヴァクエストってないですかって。
Dude, been there, man. That's great. I love it.
Yoshida-san would embark on a career in games that would eventually see him joining Square Enix to work on the Dragon Quest series. Though he wasn't working on the Final Fantasy team, he was part of the umbrella group that was allocating programmers to various projects.
That's right.
He didn't have granular visibility on FF14, but he knew the team was struggling. I asked from his perspective as a producer where he thought the game's problems were coming from.
わかんない、これ広報にカットされるのかもしれないけど、クリスタルツールズって呼ばれるミドルウェアを全社で作ろうとしていたので、腕のいいプログラマーが全部そのチームに書く。
I don't know much about that, but I know that it was apparently a clusterfuck.
なんだろう、ゲームラインから招集されて、そのメインプログラマーがみんないないっていう状態になってしまったので、どのプロジェクトもものすごい大変な時期だった。まあオリジナルの14がああなってしまった理由の一つでもあるかなとは思います、ね。さらに2つ大きな問題がそこに絡まっていて、スクエアエニックスその全体にプレイステーション2のジェネレーションで本当に世界一クオリティ、グラフィックスのクオリティが高い、そしてゲームエクスペリエンスがものすごく詰まったゲームっていうのをたくさん。
Very, very true. Dude, Final Fantasy X graphics, woo, were sick.
リリースしたので、本当にこうなんていうんだろう、ある意味自信過剰にもうなっていた時期で、自分たちが世界一だし、自分たちのグラフィックスこそが世界一だし、
Yeah.
その作り方は
Too confident.
自分たちにしかできない。だからなんだろう、でも超巨大な成功体験ってやっぱり足かせというかにもなる例だと思うんですけど。
I love that he's wearing like all this extra stuff here. I like this guy. This guy's the guy.
ものすごくおごってた、まあ悪い言い方をすればおごってた時期だったと思うんですね。まず例えると、その刀を作る刀匠のような職人たちが本当にたくさんいて、彼らが一つずつを手作りで作って世界一のクオリティを作り上げていたんだけど、実は世界は、まあ、特にその北米を中心にテクノロジーで世界は。
Was he saying what I thought he was saying? Hold on. One by one by hand, and they would create world-class quality. But meanwhile, the world is developing technology so that they can cover that sort of tedious manual labor through technology. But damn it, you see, I thought he was going to go down the road and say, instead of mass producing a shit ton of katanas, you would want to sharpen and refine that one katana down to a perfect exact science, which is what I think Final Fantasy XIV hit. Maybe he is going to say that. That's what I felt like was done though.
まあ特にその北米を中心に
Lots
テ
of
クノロジーで
refined.
それをカバーするっていうところをずっと追求してきた時期で、プレイステーション3の世代になった瞬間にテクノロジーの方がそれを上回るっていう時期が来たせいで、作り方を変えようとはしないし、だけどテクノロジーも追いつけないっていうことから、さらにそれを知ってるはずのプログラマーたちはミドルウェアの制作に行ってるっていう状態で、でもグラフィックス作ってるそのアーティストたちは自分たちの作り方こそが世界一だと思ってるので、古い作り方で引き続きものすごく負荷のかかるやり方でアセットを作ってたので、もうそれらが絡まって っていうのがまあもう一つの大きな、さっき2つあるって言った問題の1つ目がそれですね。もう一つはプライドはいついかなる時でもとても大切なものだとは思うんですけど、そこにやっぱり超巨大な成功体験をしたっていうこと自体が乗っかってきちゃうと、その自分たちの作るゲームこそがベストであって他をあんまり見る必要がないっていう時期でもあったんじゃないかなと思っていて、例えば当時世界多分 MMORPG を知ってる人に世界最大の MMORPG は何ですかって言ったら100人に聞いたら100人がワールド・オブ・ウォークラフトって言ったはずなのに誰もプレイしてない開発チームが。これはワールド・オブ・ウォークラフトを知ってるか知ってないかっていう話だけの話をしてるんじゃなくて、その自分たちが世の中に対して新しいそのビデオゲームをリリースしようとするときにライバルになるタイトルは何だろうとか、ユーザーは今プレイヤーはどこにそのゲームエクスペリエンスの最新の状態をプレイしてるんだろうっていうのを知らないっていうのが、その感覚として僕には結構信じられない。なんでもっとみんなゲームプレイしないの？だって自分たちが今どの辺りにいるか分かんなくなっちゃうよっていうのがまあ言いたい。で特に14の場合に関してはもちろんファイナルファンタジー11の超巨大な成功体験っていうのが邪魔をしたっていうのもあるとは思うんだけど、あの当時はエヴァークエストを徹底的にプレイをしてだからこそ11を作ったはずなのに、新しいレストランをオープンするときに隣にあるレストランがどんなメニューを出していてどんなサービスをしてるかを知らずに。
Dude, can we just talk about freaking genius this guy is? I mean, it's just basic stuff, but like an entire company managed to not think of exactly what he's saying and needed to be done. They were so self-inflicted. They were worried about using Final Fantasy XI again to be successful instead of capitalizing upon other companies and what is popular at the time. Now everybody's going to say, oh, it's a carbon copy of WoW and blah, 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 blah. And I don't even want to go into that argument. So, you know, if you want to, leave me in the comments.
レストラン作る回転させる人はいないんじゃないって。
So just at the launch stage then of 1.0, what was the feeling within Square Enix? The beta was quite close to launch. Were people anticipating that there would be negative feedback?
Yes.
Or were they less aware that that was going to happen, I guess?
僕は他のチームにいてすごくベータの評判が悪いっていうのはネットでニュースは見てましたね。ただ多かれ少なかれ MMORPG のローンチは絶対にまあ荒れやすい、サーバーがすぐ落ちるとか、まあ、ストレステストをやってるけどプレイヤーの方は遊びたいからやっぱりサーバーが落ちるとやっぱりすごく文句を言って当然だと思いますし、だから僕もやっぱり11を作ったチームだからまあそうは言っても11のやっぱり完成度が高いのでそこと比較をしてあの機能がないこの機能がないっていう話をしてるのかなっていうふうに思ってた。僕は僕自身の開発が忙しかったのもあって、ただそれも少しずつ収まっていくんだろうなっていうふうに僕は当時は見てた。ただ別の角度、今度はそのオリジナルの14チームの中のその視点としてはこのままだと本当にまずいもっと時間をかけて品質を上げないとっていうもちろん声を上げる人たちもいたけれど、会社ってまあ全体の判断としてはファイナルファンタジー11のスタートもそうだったと。機能たくさんなかったしものすごくネガティブなフィードバックもたくさん来たけどパッチでどんどん直していって11は完成したんだから14も大丈夫だと、最初は絶対こうなんだっていうふうに判断したのでベータを終わらせてリリースへ踏み切ったっていうのが当時のジャッジだったって僕はチームに入ってからインタビューをしてそれを確認したので、チームの中ではやっぱり議論はあったそうです。あのままじゃダメまずいっていう話は。ただ最終的なジャッジは今お話しした通り11の時もそうだった。でも11だってずっとパッチを続けてああなったじゃないかと。
Eventually, corporate realized that this wasn't usual launch problems, so they called on a few select members of the team to create a task force. This task force would research what changes the game needed and the resources the development environment would require to do the work. Members of that team would talk to Yoshida-san about their worries after hours. His thoughts were that the current organizational structure would need to be modified if the team was going to make the changes required. In October of 2010, Yoshida-san talked to the then Square Enix president Yoichi Wada and suggested they initiate a company-wide emergency to get the team the resources they needed. Wada-san spent a few days talking to the 14 development team about their concerns, and while a lot of the team had suggested that the current task force was in fact up to the task, some members of the 14 team had pleaded to have Yoshida-san join the project to help. And so it transpired that in late November, corporate took the decision to remove Hiromichi Tanaka from the team and move Nobuaki Komodo from director to lead designer. Both of their vacant positions would be filled by Yoshida-san. At that time, he was leading a team that was working on an original IP for Square Enix. He was disappointed to leave that team, but excited for the opportunity to work on one of the company's crown jewels, a numbered Final Fantasy game. So, he got right to work.
やらなきゃいけないことが当時3つあると思ってて、順番にやってったんですけど、まずそのチームに、オリジナルのチームにトップが変わります。
There's only like 10 minutes left. We're just gonna watch it. I could watch it on my own, but we only got like 10 minutes left, so we'll keep going.
で、あとそのタスクフォースメンバーもそのまま開発コアとしてリードに入りますっていう当然話をしなきゃいけない全チームに。ただ僕はドラゴンクエスト側のゲームを開発することが多かったので、そのほとんどのスタッフを知らないというか、顔と名前ぐらいは知ってるスタッフはいたけど、その一緒に仕事したことがある人がほとんどいなかったので、まず「Say hello」っていうところからで、一度もみんな仕事したことがないからどんな仕事をする人間なのかを見てくれればいいよってまずで、こいつダメだと思ったらチーム抜けて構わないからっていう話を最初にして、一緒に仕事してみようでも1回はいいよねって。でそれでダメだと思ったら本当すぐ抜けて構わないから3ヶ月ぐらいまず一緒にやろうよっていう話を僕スピーチでした記憶があります。でもう一回チャレンジするよ。当然その時申請するなんて話はまだ計画がなかったので、とにかく立て直しをやるよと、ギブアップはしないよっていう話をした時に、僕を知ってる何人かはよしやるぞっていう人たちと、もういい、もう無理だよっていう人たちと、なんだよこの急な体制変更って言って怒ってる雰囲気の人たちとっていうのが大体のその時の雰囲気でしたね。そんな中で今も14のサウンドディレクターやってる曽健が、その話をしてた時と大きなホールだったんですけど、2階のサウンドブースで僕のマイクの調整とかやってくれてて、その曽健があいつだけですよやり直すぞっていうか、そのリベンジするぞって言ったらガッツポーズしてたのはあいつだけです。今でも覚えてます。2階席でおっしゃーってやってたんで、あいつ。
I saw both reactions. I saw the, oh my God, we just went through a year of hell and now he's asking us to go through a year and a half of hell to this point that might, be another failure because, no one had taken a game and rebuilt it in this manner before. So basically he's saying like, yeah, you just have to trust me and yeah, you could, waste another year and a half of your life and it could be a failure and, but you're gonna have to believe me on this one. And so, yeah, a lot of people are like, I can't do this anymore, I don't know. And I can understand that because, again, it was a gamble. But then on the other hand, there were, a lot of us, myself included, but a lot of people on the team that were like, no, we worked so hard on this and we did our jobs the best that we could, but for a lot of, reasons, some circumstances that were out of our control, decisions made by higher ups, decisions made by other teams that affected our work, and nothing that we could do about it. But we had put our all into it, and we were invested in the project. We still believed in the project. To have someone from the outside come in, and not just come in to say, okay, forget it, we're just going to do it my way or the highway. He's like, he asked our opinions. He laid out a roadmap. He gave us a vision and a hope, and even though it seemed like it would be difficult to achieve, it didn't seem inconceivable.
Yoshi P knew there was no time to wait. He worked with corporate to make sure the team had time off, both for them to relax, but also to give him time to build his new vision, to do research playing other MMOs, and to help draft his plan, to deliver the vision and how the team was going to do it. They had very little time to fix this game, so once they started, the specifications document would have to be watertight, and as captain of the ship, he needed to be able to answer every question the team may have, quickly.
Yoshida-san was now at the helm of his first Final Fantasy, and as an avid MMO fan, he was looking forward to getting in there and fixing it. What he couldn't have known at this stage was the scale of the job ahead of him, that no matter how much they patched Final Fantasy XIV Online, they couldn't ever fix it. What they'd have to do was something that no developer had ever done, to rebuild an entire MMO while the original version was still running.
I don't think that they realized immediately that it was something that couldn't be solved via patches. I think they still believe that, if we patch it, it'll be fine. And it wasn't until they reevaluated and then brought in, the new blood. Yoshida-san came in and told them, okay, yeah, this is not something that can be patched. If we want to fix this, we're going to have to take a drastic step.
Yoshida spent 7 weeks researching and returned with 2 options for corporate. It was then he realized that it would be impossible to convert the current game into an MMO that could last the test of time. Ultimately though, this was a decision that corporate had to make. So he returned with not 1, but 2 plans. Plan A and Plan B. During this meeting, he explained that Plan A would be to patch the game and make it more playable, but that ultimately the game would never really satisfy players, and though Square Enix may make their money back, the damage to the online brand would be catastrophic. And then there was Plan B.
今のファイナルファンタジー4、当時のオリジナルのファイナルファンタジー14をパッチを当てて、できる限りポジティブに遊べるものにしながら、裏で全く新しいそのファイナルファンタジー14をもう一度作り直すっていうのがプラン B で、その話だけを聞くと、そんなバカなってなるので、当然どうやってそれを達成するか、チームを2つに分けて、でどういったそのマネジメントスタイルでそれをやるのかで、大体発売時期はプレイステーション3版をリリースするっていうのがプレイヤーとの約束だったので、プレイステーション3の寿命が来る前にリリースしなきゃいけないので、2012年年末から2013年中には絶対リリースできるこの計画であればっていうプレゼンテーションをして、リスクは高い、ただ当然そんなことをしたことはないし、ゲーム業界でしかも同じタイトルで作り直してるから、うまくいったとしても成功するかどうかはわからない。ただ少なくともやっぱりファイナルファンタジーってクレイジーだねとか、すごいことするねとか、少なくとも自分たちがミスしたことを認めて信頼を取り戻そうとしたっていう努力は、見てくれてる人は多分見てくれるだろう。だからどっちをチョイスするかは会社に任せる。ただどっちであっても全力でやるよっていう話をプレゼンテーションして、結果的にはね、プラン B でって言ってくれたんで、今こうなってますけど。
Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 was in a state of disarray. Square Enix had decided to suspend subscriptions to help ease the negativity around the game, while the PS3 version was indefinitely postponed. For the next 2 years, Yoshida-san and his team would work tirelessly on not 1, but 2 MMOs, patching the original 1.0 to fans' expectations, while secretly working on a brand new version of Final Fantasy XIV. In our next episode, we focus on that 2-year period and tell the incredible story of the falling moon of Dalamud, the death of 1.0, and the birth of a new Eorzea.
Damn. 4,400 Patreons? Alright, dude, that was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was pretty cool myself. I don't know about you guys, about you. I don't know about you. That's pretty cool to me. All right, so we're gonna go back and we're gonna watch number 2 sometime in the future. Let's see how many there are. There's 3 fucking parts to this. This one was 50 minutes though, so the next 2, there's 36 minutes and a 26 minute. I will be watching those though, because that was really, really good. Very cool. I like that. Anyways, man, I hope you guys liked it. I hope we all liked it. Let me see here. Load up my a game. Need to get my authenticator. Bop shooby bop doo wop. Hold up. Get my authenticator. Go, 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 go. Made it. Hello? Hello? How can I help you, sir? Yeah, we're updating. Nice, dude. Yeah, nice. Dude, my ISP probably hates me. I am constantly running shit. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Wallows, what are you doing? Being crazy. Doop 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 doop. Dup 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 dup. Dup 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 dup. Your world is currently full. Players in queue 29. 29? It's 29 players in queue. It's a joke. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Oh. My goodness. Oh, this isn't Halo. This isn't Halo. Get that controller out of here, dog. Where do I go? Here? I don't remember where I put myself. I cannot remember. Simba. I cannot remember. Damn. I wonder how loud that is. What's my decibels? Music. Yeah, can we just talk about that music though? That shit. PX. Oh, that's my RP spot. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't really want to do PvP right now. Can I just like take that off my tracker? There you go. Let's see. Do you have a out of 30? Okay, you have 30 quests. What is this? White Wolf Gate. I thought isn't that PvP? Training to see your potential fulfilled. Board the ferry to get to the Wolves Den. White Wolf Gate. Wolf Gate, Wolf's Den, they're not the same? Do I have my class quest? That's story, right? Like mother, like daughter. Okay, so let's go to my class. Why don't you just teleport there, Mako? I like to remember my surroundings. Because you know what? When I played World of Warcraft back in the day, you could talk about a house in Hillsbrad, or whatever it's called, I don't even remember now. Hillsbrad Foothills. Just a random house, and I'm like, yeah, I know that's it. Nowadays I couldn't, but used to. Run! He sprinted. No? Do I have... What? Hello? Oh. That is my class quest? I guess. Oh yeah, because here's my dude right here. Jeez. That's my trainer guy. Wow. Nice. After disappearing from the guild without a word, Sylphie was later spotted by a party of conjurers in South Shroud. Okay, so we need to go get her and escort her back to Britannia. Gosh dang it. We ain't even been there yet. We can go to Brunch Mother's there. That's why we can go. Hey man, I'm just checking in. Just checking in. I'm on the level 25 quest too. Am I 30? Yeah, I'm over 30. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to get our job thingy. Wealthy Adventures. Isn't that housing? I probably look at her every time. I feel like it's very dark. I guess it's dark. That just made it look weird. Even if I pull it all the way down, I can still see it. No. Yeah, I don't even want to move it then. Probably messed it up. Whatever, man. Wait, what am I doing? Boscaroon Brothers? The Boscaroon Brothers? That's right, I gotta go south. Yeah. I don't I was gonna say, I thought I had a mount. That'd be... Yo, my music. Oh, / mount BGM. We need to turn the brightness on my monitor up. South. No even paying attention where I was going. Well, I just like, maybe I'm blind. I cannot see. Literally back where I started. What am I doing, dude? What is going on? I normally follow the road. Oh, there is a road out of there. Okay. I was going there. That's where I was going. The ferry? Oh, I probably should have took a ferry there. They probably tell you to do that, don't they? No. No, I guess not. I guess not. I wonder how much I actually increase by. How fast am I actually going? Zoop. Ba 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 da da da. That was scary. need to go over there. There's one there too. Well, first, let's get my chocobo. What's up, my dude? Thank you. I'll pick up this quest. Sorry about the chocobo inside. I'm leaving. What's up with that track? Yo, set me up with a beer. I love the actual just said of now I should be able to do like a slash pass out. Just like crash on the counter here. Yo, dude, whoever was here before me. I like this. What's up, dude? Why do you gotta stand up to talk? Follow the Druthers etiquette. What was that again? Hello? What? Hello? Oh, my fingers are on the wrong thing. Did I check her? We meet again, Makiv. I assume Brother Isumi warned you of the corruption my companions and I have been tasked with purifying here in the South Shroud. The source of this extensive blight is found to the southeast. The shrill, discordant voices of the elementals shriek their dismay in the vicinity of the withered treant. I suggest you give the area a wide berth. Considering the potential dangers, you might imagine how alarmed I was to discover young Sylphie wandering about this part of the 12-wood. It seems that her mother, a woman who healed with conjuring, but remained untrained by the guild, called this region her home. It's like Sylphie herself had her head buried in some manner of tome, but if she is as sensitive to the elementals' murmurings as I am led to believe, then the dim within her mind must be driving her to distraction. Pray speak with the child and see that she is well. I would do so myself if our current duty were not so pressing. We will in fact be setting out at any moment. I can't read today. Alright, here I gotta speak to again. Oh, what? Well, hello! Yo, crazy? This cameraman. Super angry. Marco! Oh, I should have known that Wolfew would tattle on me, and Brother Isumi sent you to take me back, didn't he? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is where my mother used to live, you know, right up until she passed on. Folk were grateful for the healing she offered. And this is the journal she used to keep. There's an entry that explains how nature becomes furious when conjurers use their art, how there are always more people wounded in battles when mortals abuse the power that is not theirs to take. My mother refused to draw on nature because she was scared of making it angry. She wouldn't lie about such things, and I want to do what she would have wanted. I'm going to stop using conjuring altogether. Ooh. I've never heard the voices this mad before. She's still got that like level 1 twig right here. I bet it's because Wolfew and the others are overusing their art. We have to go and stop them. We have to go and stop them. Where? Oh. They really crack that lightning, don't they, man? Jeez. We'll hit that old aetherite real quick. I'll egg the right. To the east, to the east, to the east, to the east. Hello? Yes, I need your stuff. No. And then I need you. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Okay. Any blue quests here? Nope. I doubt I need any kind of repairs or anything. Ooh. What is going on up here? Are you already hurt? God, it's so loud. Can't you hear it? Nature is shrieking in rage. Shrieking. I always forget to use my adults. My adults. I always forget about the adults. Burn, baby, burn. More arrow. Uh-oh. What's this random sewer rat? Uh-oh. People dying, dude. You guys gonna heal, or is it just me? Hey, hey, hey. Like, what is this sewer rat? Do I just keep burning the earth spirit? Ooh, that hit me. Oh my gosh. Getting whomped. Burn! People don't know, brother died. Oh my god, hello? Dude, 2 of my guys died. Oh shit. That's not cool, man. Dude, you guys are dead. No, they didn't raise you. Don't lie. Never has the earth so confounded me. I must apologize. Yeah, you guys are fools, man. Thank you for your timely assistance. With the origin of the corruption now neutralized, we should be able to cleanse whatever traces remain. You possess quite the affinity for the elements. That was most impressive. Impressive. Most impressive. You're not a Jedi yet. What's up, Sophie? Can you believe this shit? I can't believe nature actually helped us. There was nothing scary about it at all. Hold on, wait, what? Was I attacking the wrong people? Were the tree ants on my side? Maybe nature helped us. I might still wonder if it really was safe for conjurers to borrow that power if I hadn't seen the way you wield it. Nothing could seem more natural. I think it's time I went back to the guild. There are a few things I need to collect first, so please, go on ahead without me. Yeah. Let's see. Where do I gotta go? Back to... all the way back, huh? Okay. Oops. No. Go back, please. Back, please. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to get a soda. I need a pick-me-up. And, try some beef jerky. Oh, hold up. Give you guys some nice little... And then... we'll actually do this. Still got it. Know what I'm doing. So... That's not Dolly, is it? I can't find timestamps on the show. I'm wasting more time looking for timestamps. There you go. That's good shiz. Um, what's on it? Prelude? Anyways. When I went to go do that, George is home. So I'm gonna go ahead and head off. This one was shorter. I'll be back in about an hour and a half. And then we'll be streaming until about 6 or 7. So we'll be back. Excuse me. Sorry, dude. We'll be back. And I'll see you guys next time.